All right, guys, let's talk about penny stocks real quick. The one penny stock that I'm watching is, of course, ILUS. ILUS. Again, this looks like a bear flag. I don't know. Let me look at the lower time frames, but that looks like a bear flag. Yeah, that looks like a bear flag. We'll see if that breaks down. Looks like it's ready to break down and go lower. If this breaks down and it breaks 152, we're headed to 128. And you guys know me, I'm waiting for this to come down to 1-2 to add a position. So that's what I'm watching for on ILIS. Again, I think this is bottomed out down here. So it's just a matter of accumulating under a certain point and waiting for that next run. We know we're going to get some decent runs down here. We just saw proof of that here. So now it's just a matter of accumulating and holding and being patient. IPGK. Someone wanted me to look at IGPK, but I don't really care about this. I mean, it looks like buyers are stepping in. This is bull flagging. Looks like it might break above 1 penny. Looks like it wants to do that, but I don't chase something that's already ran up like this. Nah, I don't. I don't chase those. Yeah, maybe if you told me to buy this at 0009, then I'd be like, yes, let's take the gamble on it because it's at 0009. But not buying up here. I'm not gonna be your liquidity. Get out of here. So that's my thought. I mean, if you're in it, I mean, congratulations. If you're in it and you're up over 50%, good luck. I hope it doesn't just suddenly dump on you because that can happen. That can absolutely happen. Uh, Please don't be stupid and then continue to hold as it goes lower and lower. Eventually, these things come back down. Eventually. And some people are stupid enough to be up like 100% and they hold for more because they're being greedy, even though there's a lot of people that would kill for 100%. AITX holding that one. Again, year long swing. It's going to be a while before we get a big run. It's already had 2 runs recently. Don't expect like back to back to back to back runs. We'll get another one, but let it come down to 0025 and possibly 0019. I'll add again. This is accumulation for me. That's why I have this big green demand zone. PVSP, I alerted this one in the Discord. No, not in the Discord. On YouTube. Yeah, I made a whole video about it. It did run up today on news to 0007. So if you bought it 0004 when I alerted it, then you made like 25 to 75% depending on when you sold. But obviously, people are gonna sell too, so it's right back down to 0005. The catalyst didn't move the stock. It didn't move the stock. So you know there are gonna be people that are gonna sell the news and just get out. They're not gonna sit around and wait to see if it goes parabolic. So that's what's going on there. Samuel is still inside this wedge. I don't know what side it's gonna break out of. It looks like it might be a bull flag. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I'm not touching it. I'm already in it, but I'm not like adding. Like we'll see what happens if this breaks down. I don't know if I'll take the loss. We'll see. I hope it doesn't break down though, because technically this thing has broken out of its downtrend. I would not want to buy as it's downtrending, but here it broke out of it. So, and we're literally trending upward on the monthly. So keep an eye on that. See if it really does need a catalyst for this to continue going. It's really cheap too, and it hasn't moved. It's getting a ticker change, name change. So if it changes to fire, that would be great. Might get more attention being named fire. But again, another penny stock you want to just sit on it. QIND, we bottomed out seemingly at 8 cents. So if it comes down there, it might be a good add opportunity. Other than that, I wouldn't add right now. I would wait for around 10 to 8 cents if you're looking to trade it QIND. And finally, BKKT, still defined as a penny stock. It's not, 000001, but this thing has been going sideways for a long time now. Look at that sideways action. Every time it comes down to 113, eventually it has a huge run up to $2. This one time it did come down as low as 65 cents, but so I'm going to be careful when it does come down to 113. I'll probably add a small like position and then see if it holds. If it doesn't and comes down lower, then I'll probably sell it off and buy back under $1. I'm definitely not this, even though it's going sideways, the fact that it just broke through this demand last time makes me cautious. So I'm going to be a little more cautious. If this hadn't happened, if this move hadn't happened here where it dumped to 65 cents, I probably would have just bought a big position at $1.13. May hell even $1.20. But because this happened down here, this spike down, I'm gonna just play it a little more cautious. Because you definitely don't want to hold a bag on this one. Definitely not. But other than that, I think that's it. I'm trying to think if there's any other penny stocks to keep an eye on. I really don't have any other penny stocks on my watch list. Again, keep an eye on PVSP. It might still run up. Maybe people are. I wouldn't buy it again. If you're not in it, if you didn't get in at 0004, I wouldn't buy it now. At this point, you're getting in at 0006. Screw that. Should have gotten in at 0004. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.